Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most exciting sports news every single day. If you live and breathe Lakers basketball like we do, you're in the right place. And today, oh man, today we've got so much to cover. Right when we thought we had a good grasp on the playoff picture, things just got a whole lot more interesting. Ahead of what could be one of the wildest postseason runs in Lakers history, we're seeing some surprising injury updates, strategic moves that could change the entire playoff narrative, and some very curious comments from players and insiders that might hint at even bigger shifts coming soon. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for all of this, because there's one particular detail near the end that nobody seems to be talking about, but it could be huge for the Lakers' championship hopes. But before we dive in, just a quick reminder. If you love staying ahead of all the Lakers action, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join our growing community here at Lakers News Fan Report. Your support has been absolutely incredible, and together, we're marching toward our goal of 20,000 subscribers, and you can be a part of that. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into it. So, the Lakers have officially locked up the 3 seed, a massive achievement considering the rocky start to their season and all the mid-season adjustments they had to make, especially after acquiring Luka Doncic. But with that 3 seed secured, the Lakers are now taking full advantage of the opportunity to rest their core players. The official injury report for tomorrow's game against Portland just dropped, and it's a clear signal. Luka, Dorian, Rui, LeBron, Maxey, and Austin Reeves are all out. Yep, full rest mode. And honestly, it makes perfect sense. After one of the most grueling schedules post-All-Star break, especially following the Doncic trade, the team desperately needed this chance to recharge. Jordan Goodwin is expected to play, and Jackson Hayes, Jared Vanderbilt, and Gabe Vincent are listed as probable. But make no mistake, tomorrow's game isn't about winning. It's about preservation. And here's the thing, while some fans are worried about rust, others see it differently. Could this extended rest actually give the Lakers a strategic edge? A fresher LeBron, a more explosive Luka, Reeves operating at 100%. Is it possible that this downtime could be the secret weapon that carries them through a brutal playoff gauntlet? Some insiders are even suggesting that the Lakers might be using this final stretch to secretly workshop new rotations and playsets in practice, away from the eyes of opponents and media. Could this mean that we'll see a few surprises once the playoffs begin? Speaking of surprises, let's talk about the mindset inside that Lakers locker room right now, because folks, it's different. Austin Reeves recently made a statement that really caught everyone's attention. He said, and I quote, "I feel like we can win a championship, to be honest with you. I know everyone in the locker room believes that we're bought into our roles, and this is just better than we thought." That's huge. You can hear the belief. You can feel the momentum building. Remember, at the time of the Luka trade, there were plenty of doubts. How would Reeves fit alongside Luka and LeBron? Would there be enough touches? Would the chemistry suffer? Well, fast forward a few weeks, and what do we see? Austin Reeves averaging over 20 points per game, finding his rhythm perfectly within the system. He's not just surviving, he's thriving. Could it be that this new iteration of the Lakers is even more dangerous than the one that made it to the Western Conference Finals last season? And it's not just Reeves. Luka Doncic himself spoke about clinching the 3 seed, emphasizing how important it is to have home court advantage, especially for a player making his first deep playoff run with a new team. His focus and intensity have been off the charts. Meanwhile, LeBron James, who gave fans a scare when he appeared to tweak his groin in the last game, has officially reassured everyone that he's perfectly fine. No setbacks. No limitations. Is it possible that LeBron, at 40 years old, is about to deliver another historic playoff performance? Now let's talk matchups, because this is where it gets really juicy. With the Lakers locked into the 3 seed, the biggest question becomes, who will they face in the first round? As it stands, the Golden State Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves are tied. If the season ended today, the Lakers would draw the Warriors, yes, Steph Curry and the Warriors, in a first-round showdown. Can you imagine the drama? LeBron versus Curry again. Luka Doncic stepping into that stage for the first time as a Laker. The storylines would be off the charts. But wait, it gets crazier. Depending on the results of a few remaining games, it's still possible for Minnesota to slip or climb, and even teams like the Pelicans or Clippers could shuffle the deck. Some analysts are whispering that the Lakers might prefer to play Minnesota, a younger team with less playoff experience, potentially easier to exploit in a high-pressure series. Others argue that you don't fear anyone when you have Luka, LeBron, and AD healthy. And honestly, they might have a point. Could this be the most favorable playoff path the Lakers have had in years? And don't overlook this. With home court advantage, the Lakers will get a crucial Game 7 at home if it comes down to it. That alone could be the difference between advancing or going home. But there's a catch. Some fans are worried that resting the stars for a week could lead to a slow start in Game 1. Is it possible that the Lakers could be caught off guard if they're not careful? It's a delicate balance. Stay healthy, but stay sharp. And it's something the coaching staff will need to manage perfectly. Speaking of health, another under-the-radar update, Gabe Vincent. After missing the majority of the season due to injury, Gabe is now practicing fully and is expected to be available for the playoffs. While he might not get heavy minutes right away, having experienced scrappy guard like Vincent available could end up being a huge X factor deeper into the postseason. His ability to defend, hit clutch threes, and stabilize second-unit possessions should not be underestimated. One major storyline we need to watch is the chemistry between Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis. In their limited time playing together, we've seen flashes of absolute brilliance. Luka's ability to manipulate defenses with his passing has created countless easy opportunities for AD around the rim. If that two-man game continues to evolve, it's going to be almost impossible for defenses to contain both of them without giving up something critical elsewhere. And don't forget about D'Angelo Russell. Even though he's been coming off the bench lately, D'Lo's shooting and playmaking have been vital for the Lakers' second unit. His willingness to adapt to a new role shows the buy-in across the roster. Everyone knows what's at stake. No egos, just winning. Another thing to watch closely, the Lakers' three-point shooting. Post-All-Star break, they've quietly been one of the most efficient teams from deep. Players like Rui Hachimura, Max Christie, and even Jared Vanderbilt have found ways to contribute from beyond the arc. In the modern NBA, spacing is everything. And the Lakers' improved shooting could be the secret ingredient that keeps defenses honest in the playoffs. One small note that could become a big deal: the Lakers' pace of play. They've been intentionally slowing things down, playing more methodically, leaning into half-court execution. That style typically translates better in the playoffs when games become grinded-out battles. Don't be surprised if the Lakers' slower tempo becomes a major storyline as the postseason unfolds. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, the Lakers' coaching staff deserves a ton of credit. After integrating a major superstar like Luka mid-season, while managing egos, injuries, and rotations, the job they've done has been nothing short of remarkable. Darvin Ham and his staff have kept the team connected, focused, and steadily improving at the right time. But let's be real. Everything changes when the playoffs start. Every possession matters. Every mistake is magnified. And that's where leadership becomes critical. LeBron James, even at 40, remains one of the best playoff performers of all time. His experience navigating these high-pressure moments is going to be invaluable to the younger players who haven't been through this deep of a run before. And speaking of pressure, no one will be under a bigger spotlight than Luka Doncic. Fair or not, expectations are sky-high. Fans, analysts, even teammates are going to be looking to Luka to deliver those iconic superstar performances night after night. But if his regular season with the Lakers is any indication, he's more than ready for the challenge. Another big piece of the puzzle: defense. When locked in, the Lakers can be a nightmare defensively. Length, versatility, switchability, they have all the tools. The key will be consistent effort and communication. If they can string together stops, force turnovers, and ignite fast breaks, the Lakers could overwhelm teams before they even realize what hit them. And let's talk about something that rarely gets mentioned: the bench energy. Every championship team needs a bench that stays locked in, hyped up, and ready to contribute at a moment's notice. Whether it's celebrating big plays, providing a spark during cold stretches, or stepping in when called upon, the Lakers bench could quietly play a major role in their playoff success. Now, we can't ignore the competition. The Western Conference is absolutely brutal this year. You've got Denver, Phoenix, OKC, and even dark horses like the Kings all capable of making deep runs. There are no easy outs. But again, that's why securing that 3 seed and getting home court advantage for at least the first round was such a massive win for the Lakers. Looking ahead, one matchup that's generating buzz among insiders is a potential second-round collision with the Denver Nuggets. If both teams handle their first-round business, It could set up a rematch of last year's epic Western Conference Finals. And, the Lakers would love a shot at redemption. Another storyline to keep an eye on: load management. Even in the playoffs, managing minutes smartly will be crucial. You don't want LeBron or AD logging 42-plus minutes every night early in the postseason if you plan on making a deep run. Expect Darvin Ham to be strategic with rotations, even when the stakes are sky high. Something that's been bubbling under the surface: the quiet confidence this team is exuding. It's not loud. It's not cocky. It's this calm belief that if they play their game, stay focused, and trust each other, they can beat anyone. That's the kind of mindset championship teams have. And honestly, watching the growth of guys like Max Christie and Cam Reddish this season has been one of the underrated joys. Their development gives the Lakers even more depth and versatility heading into the most important games of the year. Now let's address a hot topic: Luka's leadership. He's not just putting up numbers, he's setting the tone emotionally. Whether it's pulling teammates aside during timeouts, firing up the crowd with a big shot, or diving for loose balls, Luka has embraced the responsibility of being the guy. That matters more than stats. One last point before we wrap up: the fans. Lakers Nation, you've been unbelievable all season long. Home games have felt like playoff atmospheres for months now. That energy, that passion, it's a real advantage. Players feed off of it. And come playoff time, that could be the extra boost that tips a game in the Lakers' favor. And there you have it. The table is set. The pieces are in place. Now it's about going out there and making it happen. This Lakers team has the talent, the experience, the depth, and maybe even a little bit of destiny on their side. All that's left is to seize the moment. Speaking of depth, how about the resurgence of Jackson Hayes? After an up-and-down season, Hayes has been a force off the bench lately, providing much-needed energy, rim protection, and finishing around the basket. His ability to step in and impact games, especially when AD needs a breather, could be one of the underappreciated X factors for this playoff run. Hayes' minutes could be more valuable than people realize when matchups tighten and every possession matters. And let's not forget about Dorian Finney-Smith. Since joining the Lakers, he's quietly become a glue guy, someone who does a little bit of everything without demanding the spotlight. His defensive versatility, ability to hit open threes, and veteran leadership are exactly what you want in a postseason grinder. Don't be surprised if DFS ends up guarding the opposing team's best player night after night during these playoffs. There's also growing buzz around a Lakers coaching staff and their ability to adjust on the fly. One major critique from last season's playoff exit was the lack of flexibility in critical moments. This time around, the coaching staff has shown a willingness to experiment, tweak lineups, and prioritize matchups over rigid rotations. If they keep that same adaptability in the playoffs, it could make all the difference against elite competition. One narrative that hasn't gotten enough attention is how battle-tested this team really is. Look at what they've endured: injuries, trade rumors, roster shakeups, and media scrutiny. And yet, here they are, a legitimate contender. That kind of resilience builds championship DNA. It's not just about talent, it's about mental toughness, about finding ways to win when things get ugly. This Lakers team has been forged through fire, and now they're ready to unleash it on the biggest stage. But now I want to hear from you. And seriously, I'm dying to know, who do you want the Lakers to face in the first round? Are you hoping for a high-drama clash with the Warriors? Or would you prefer a younger team like the Timberwolves to ease into the playoffs before the real battles begin? Let me know down in the comments. I'm going to be reading through all of your thoughts tonight, and as always, I'll be replying to as many as I can. Personally, if you ask me, I love the idea of facing Golden State right out of the gate. Test ourselves early. Make a statement. Remind the entire NBA that this Lakers team is different. With Luka playing at an MVP level, Reeves stepping up, and LeBron looking as healthy as ever, I truly believe that this team has what it takes to go all the way. The energy feels right. The chemistry feels real. And for the first time in a long time, Lakers Nation, it feels like destiny is knocking on the door again. But it's all about execution. It's about hunger. It's about seizing the moment, because opportunities like this don't come around often. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay locked in for every twist and turn of this Lakers playoff run, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We're just getting started, Lakers Nation, and something tells me This is going to be a playoff run we'll be talking about for years to come. Catch you in the next video. Let's go Lakers!